I'm going to be sealing this pond today, especially the dam. In fact, the dam is probably all I'm going to work on today. There's a big hole, series of holes right in this area mainly, seems like, because it's coming out under on the back side of the dam. So I'm going to concentrate on this area right here, just right in here off the dam, maybe 20 feet, 12 to 20 feet off the dam, because I think that's the main part that's going under the dam and leaking. So let's go back. Let me show you what it's doing on the back side of the dam, the leak that I have. Okay, so that was where I was standing a while ago. We're behind the dam now. This is, again, the spillway comes through here, and you can see that a lot of water comes through here. That looks to be my biggest hole right now. Whether you can see that or not. That's leaking pretty good. Pretty good sized hole. Some of these holes are frogs, snakes, crawdads, you know. Anyway, we're going to try to seal this up. I've got a product called TexasPrepper2 from a company, I'll show you the bucket in a minute, from a company called Polymer Innovations out of Australia. The product is not expensive, but getting it to the United States is, so not cheap. But if I could seal my pond, I don't mind spending money on it. It's a beautiful pond when it's full. When it ain't full, it's not so beautiful. This is the product we're using. It's called TexasPrepper2 from a place in Australia called Polymer Innovations. They've got several products for this application, sealing ponds. It's supposed to be good stuff. So I got to get the dam, my thinking is, got to get the dam sealed first, and then from there on I'll see what I have left, and may do some in the middle of the pond. Not using very much, so I need to put more, especially right in here. It's a little heavier than that. I thought it was going to sling it real far, and it's not. So.
Pretty narrow pattern.
Not clumping at all. Using this spreader because it seems to be pretty uniform. I'm doing it heavier than probably they suggest, but I've got a heavy leak. This is probably where that little leak is, even with that tree. Well, this is what it looks like when we get done. Sloppy stuff when it's wet. Right now it's powder. When it's wet, it is like jello, coated with oil, coated with Slick 50, coated with snot. I mean, it is a mess. So, gonna rinse this boat off and make it clean. To expedite the process here on the boat, what we were going to do was run some strings, ropes, 1/4-inch rope, and then have the boat follow that. Well, to do that, I went ahead and put on either side, I put eyelets, just bolted them in, got a bolt on the bottom of it, and then the carabiner here was just a quick on, quick off of the rope when we had to swap from one side to the other. Well, folks, this is 1 year later. 1 year later. Actually, it's about 13 or 14 months later. This is the, not the end of August, this is the 1st of September. And I have never, ever, ever had a pond this full at the end of summer. It is typically drained down to just a puddle right there. Usually, I have never, ever had a pond this full. So I am very impressed with the product, and I'll show you the leaks the big holes that I showed you earlier in the video. I'll show you in just a second. Let me just show you. I basically treated right there, and did not come this. I may have treated about half of it, which would be about right there, but I think I came a little bit further than that and treated about 20 feet off into the water, about right in there. That's about 20 feet. So I treated the lip, the 20-foot face of that dam, about half of it. Didn't have enough product to come all the way up in here. That was my main problem right there, was the big holes. So anyway, what part I treated, I'll show you the holes now. But I did not treat up in here. I did treat a little bit out in the center of the pond where I know I've got leakage. There's some rocks, kind of an outcropping of rocks, and I'm sure the water is seeping through those rocks. It needs to be sealed there for sure, but that just takes, that takes a couple $1,000 more worth of product. And right now I'm satisfied with what I've got. Again, never been this full at the end of summer. So let me take you back there and show you on the back side, show you where the holes were that I showed you in the first video. The holes that were running water. Let me show you that. Well, this is some of the holes that I showed you last time. Again, it's been a year, so I'm not sure, but I think that was one of them. That hole right there is about 2 inches in diameter. But there's holes all along here. I'm not sure exactly which one of these was leaking, which ones of these were leaking last year. But you can see right now, the pond is full and these are not leaking. I have come in here and placed some filler, some big rocks, some concrete slabs. I've done that all the way around this as it comes down through the spillway. Pond's full, it's not overflowing, it's not coming down the spillway. Another big slab of iron ore, smaller pieces. So this is not leaking. The big leak that I had is sealed. Let me show you something else. So I do have a little bit of leakage. It is not where the big leak was. Big leak was right there. This is coming from way down deep, either deep in the dam or deep at the bottom of the dam, or it's coming from the floor of the pond, which I did not treat. Well, I didn't treat very much, didn't have much product left. So this is a trickle. It's not much at all. We had some rain yesterday, about an inch. Some of this is from that, but it is leaking, I will give you that. It is trickling slowly here, and it's also trickling slowly right about in there somewhere. I can't remember whether it's there or on the back side. I won't walk over there right now. And what that's coming from is the place up here on the west side of the dam that I didn't treat. My main holes, the biggest holes, were right here, so I treated along here and did not treat the last third of it, probably maybe even half of the dam, on the backside in the water, and did not treat that. Did not have enough product. It may be something, I wish I could find it in the United States, because shipping is so terrible. It's about $400 to ship that stuff, maybe $5, I'm not sure. But if I could find some product here, I know I'd get it. If not, I may just go ahead and order me 2 more tubs of it. About $900, but it would cost me thousands and thousands of dollars to have somebody come in here with clay and have to drain the pond, come in there with dozers and clay and all this stuff. And man, I just you know, $900 is pretty dang cheap to get your pond sealed. So that's about it. Again, a year later, and I am very tickled. It didn't completely seal the pond, but I did not completely apply the product. So that's all I can tell you. I think it's a good product. I think it's a very good product. My neighbor's pond we treated, he said as far as he can tell, the water has not, on his pond, the water has not come down past the place where he treated. His pond is, you know, like his bowl shaped, and he didn't treat the very lip of it. He treated, you know, down a certain way, and he said that as far as he can tell, it is not leaking. The water level has not gone down past where he treated. So that'll just give you a good idea if you want to spend the money on this. I would definitely try this before I tried machinery and clay and bentonite. I've tried bentonite. You know, this is I put a ton, literally 2,000 pounds of bentonite in this pond when it was dog dry, because it used to go dry every year. And so I don't know, I just I believe in the product. Didn't work completely for me, but it's because I didn't buy enough, and I knew I didn't buy enough to treat the whole pond. All right, that's about it. We're done on this. If I treat it some more, I'll do another video. We are gone.